Welcome to Frost and Sullivan's Growth Podcast. In each episode, we are taking a deeper look at transformative shifts shaping global ecosystems, from industry megatrends and technology innovation to evolving customer expectations. Today, we are exploring the top growth opportunities in next-generation electric vehicles, unpacking how OEMs are engineering platforms, batteries, and manufacturing footprints to protect profitability as the EV industry matures. We will be covering the pressure from Chinese EV manufacturers, the shift to 800-volt architecture, the race across battery chemistries, and where the biggest growth opportunities are opening up for OEMs willing to move fast. So stay tuned. Chinese EV manufacturers are combining low-cost manufacturing, integrated battery supply chains, and aggressive pricing to compete with legacy OEMs in their home regions and in export destinations. At the same time, governments across several key regions are pulling back purchase incentives, and EVs globally are still priced 20 to 40% above comparable internal combustion vehicles. Without that incentive support, price-sensitive buyers are drifting back toward conventional powertrains. So OEMs are not just competing on technology anymore, they are competing on cost structure, and that is forcing a complete rethink of how vehicles get designed, priced, and built. Legacy manufacturers are accelerating their move toward shared and universal platforms, ones that let the same underpinning support multiple body styles and powertrain configurations across budget and premium segments. This is allowing OEMs to spread development costs across a much wider range of vehicles instead of engineering each segment from scratch. It is a fundamental change in how vehicle programs get funded and greenlit internally. Which of your current platform investments are flexible enough to move across price bands as demand shifts? Now let's talk hardware. The transition from the current 400-volt standard to 800 volts electrical architecture is moving from a niche feature into a mainstream expectation. OEMs are prioritizing premium and high-performance segments for their initial rollouts, and that broader shift is expected to pick up real momentum over the next 3 to 5 years. As 800-volt vehicles scale, building out ultra-fast and megawatt charging infrastructure is becoming a shared responsibility between OEMs, charge point operators, and grid utilities. This is not a feature OEMs can build alone. It genuinely depends on the ecosystem around them. Are you building the charging partnerships needed to make 800 volts a real competitive advantage? Batteries account for 30 to 45% of total vehicle cost. So this is where profitability is being won or lost. Lithium-ion improvements are still delivering near-term gains. Sodium-ion batteries are finding a home in micro-EVs and entry-level vehicles, where cost matters more than range. And solid-state batteries are on track to fundamentally change EV cost structures and performance benchmarks once they reach mass production. OEMs partnering early with battery chemistry innovators are positioning themselves ahead of that commercialization curve, rather than reacting to it once it arrives. The first big opportunity is manufacturing expansion. Legacy OEMs are committing billions to convert existing plants for EV production and to stand up dedicated battery manufacturing facilities, while newer EV companies are building local manufacturing bases to cut import exposure and respond faster to regional demand. The second is advanced battery and architecture technology. Dual chemistry battery packs, already demonstrated by manufacturers like CATL, are letting a single platform serve multiple use cases without adding complexity. Alongside that, collaborations with chip suppliers for ADAS and autonomous systems, and partnerships with charge point operators for ultra-fast and megawatt charging are building the full technology ecosystem next-generation EVs actually need. So what are the OEMs pulling ahead actually doing differently? They are running universal platform strategies, diversifying across battery chemistries instead of betting on one, investing in local manufacturing, and holding disciplined brand segmentation across price bands. The OEMs, still anchored to single chemistry bets and legacy program structures, have a narrowing window before affordable next-generation EVs start competing hard on price. The next few years are going to separate the organizations that engineered for this shift from the ones still reacting to it. If this episode is sparking ideas or questions, now is the time to bring them to your teams and partners. Thanks for joining us on Frost and Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For access to our research, competitive benchmarking, and best practice frameworks, head over to frost.com or email us at hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.